This is the oldest lighthouse on the Great Lakes and the second oldest lighthouse in Canada. The story is that the first lighthouse keeper, John Paul Radamuller, was murdered here, that he haunts the building to this day. What is known about his disappearance is actually very little. On January the 2nd, 1815, he simply disappeared. My cleaning supplies have been moved around or arranged, and because I'm the only one with the key to that closet. There's been writing on that chalkboard there, a scribbling, looks like a child has done it or something, when I know there's been no kids in there since I was in the day before. Is it really haunted? And my stock answer is, it is if you want it to be.
Well, tonight we're trying to see what we can actually do without a lot of the mumbo-jumbo that we've been seeing over the last few times, or without trying to evoke any real supernatural or coming in with any preconceived notions of what it is we're supposed to be looking for. Frankly, I'd expect to see nothing. We're going to record the lovely temperature up in the top of the lighthouse, and we're going to measure the magnetic field of the Earth, and that's about it.
We wanted to come in and just set up the equipment as we thought in a somewhat proper manner, and to see whether we were able to record anything that wasn't easily explained.
Do I believe in paranormal? I'm not sure. Probably leaning towards no.
To be honest with you, any kind of data that you get out of here tonight would still have to be written off as anecdotal, even though it was taken by an instrument. It might serve as inspiration for coming to what you would have to go through to come up with a real experimental design. In order for this to be a scientific experiment, it would have to be set up something along the lines of double-blind study. What we're doing out here is basically playing another role and having a lot of fun.
Time now is just past midnight, a few minutes past midnight. So
7 hours to go?
yeah, 7 hours to go.
Well, so far we've mainly been getting settled and setting up our equipment, and start cooking some food and seeing what's going on.
One ice cold barbecue. Yeah, I think we should light the barbecue. Get some nourishment while we can. It's almost 1:45, and we haven't seen anything strange. No spikes in the recordings. If there's anything out there, we haven't seen it yet.
And some people say blacklight is able to summon ghosts. Here we have a perfectly ordinary piece of paper, and when we bring black light, just put it up. Is it okay? The lighting angle?
Yeah, it's beautiful actually.
So what is it? Almost 2:45 now. Temperature is about 3 degrees in here. No, the lines are quite flat.
Well, I'm not exactly sure if it necessarily means anything, but it looks like the readings that we're getting from the Gauss meter have gone up since we started recording this evening from the baseline levels.
For a short duration, there was an increase in the magnetic readings. What that is, I don't know. Well, now it's almost 4:45 in the morning, and one of the thermometers was generating the right readout. It was actually oscillating quite a lot. The probe was giving that, but the actual meter wasn't showing the same deflection, so there was misconnections in the wires between the meter and the chart recorder. 5:30 in the morning.
Couple blips there, what could those be?
I don't know, I have to measure them to see how significant the differences were. Now it's about 6:15 in the morning, and it's been fairly uneventful. I've had a few curious readings, but we've explained them away as being artifacts. I don't feel like leaving. I'm kind of attached to this place. We've been here all night. We didn't hear anything unusual. We didn't experience anything unusual. Didn't see any strange mists or phantoms or orbs or anything else of that nature. Our meters didn't register anything that we couldn't account for. So you can draw the conclusion that there isn't anything here. What I've learned and gleaned from these paranormal researchers is that they really don't have any solid basis for their investigations. They don't approach these in any real methodical or scientific way.
I rely completely and totally on my intuition, which is the sensory part. I feel that is most obvious to people when they possess a good intuition. They just know they have one, and mine's a refined intuition, a sophisticated intuition. So, and through this, I'm able to discern energies and know which classification they are, and it's through the intuition as well that the energy is converted.
It's different when somebody's sitting in an office and evaluating us, and when we're actually doing it, using instruments, probing and finding out and getting impressions. That's the real feeling of finding if something is there. You're interacting with the spirit energy of the living, and that's what we are. We are all spirit energy.
There's certainly a Nobel Prize to be won by somebody who establishes the absolute existence of some sort of paranormal or etheric phenomenon.